Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
What the heck? There we go. Got to put my Section 702 guard on. Right. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. It is December the 26th, 2023, and this is Monotalk. And my little documentary. A lot of this information goes to the other channels. It's clouded. I store it. Only 1.5 people have this access, and I am not suicidal. That's for fucking damn sure. Or anything close to that. And I'm a good driver. That's for darn sure. Section 702. What a betrayal, right? You have to think of that. This is what. Let me show you what this is. This is what this is.
President Joe Biden will sign the newly passed National Defense Authorization Act into law. The $886 billion plan will include a more than 5% pay raise for members of the military. The bill also includes a short-term extension of a controversial law that permits warrantless surveillance of foreign nationals.
Thank you, Clayton. Let me get to the part that's alarming. All right, here's the part that's alarming. Now, I don't know about you, but I am really tired of this. And I thought we were gonna try to get, nothing's happened. I don't know what, I don't care what you're saying. The House Republicans are just having dog and pony show hearings, and oh, these guys are bad and those guys are bad and this is bad and that's bad, but nothing's happened. Nobody's stopping, nobody's impeached, nobody's in jail, nobody's handcuffed, nobody's prosecuted or being charged. J6 people that weren't even there are in jail. Just all kinds of ridiculous. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. And how do you tell who's telling the truth? Excuse me. The ones trying to silence other people are the ones lying. I'm going to try that again. How do you tell who's telling the truth? The ones trying to silence other people are the ones lying. And here we go. We have Snowden. He recently tweeted out December 14th. Congress has voted to pass the NDAA, in which they deceitfully concealed an extension of the warrantless spying program, Section 702. Universally opposed by the public. Last year, the FBI exploited 702 by spying on Americans, protesters, donors, even Congress. More than 200,000 times. I think it was 246 times. I don't know. It was a fucking bunch of times. And it's just, and they say it's for your protection. They say it's quote unquote, for your health and safety. And they say it's for this and say it's for that. But let's be honest here. Let's be completely honest. And I'm going to try to say this in one breath. All right? Ready? I'm going to take a drink of water. Culligan man. They, or the Biden administration, and its corrupted, I can't do it in one breath, departments, are going to continue their tyrannical, authoritarian process. That's what's happening. They're going to continue doing this because, and here it is, because they're more afraid of us. That's why they want to stifle your freedom of speech, your First Amendment, numero uno, constitutional amendment. And they have been violating that amendment for a while, but, on steroids since 2020, early 2020. And I know that personally because this is my sixth channel, my seventh channel, and they got another strike, I think, because I left one of the videos up. And it's just continues. And they're afraid. They're afraid that you will learn and know who's telling the truth by you just having conversations, researching information. Of course, as I always say, chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Questioning authority and its sources at every turn, which is our God-given right, which is our natural-born rights. You have to question these things. When you were a young kid and you're asking your mom, why can't I just go run out in the freeway? Because that would be very stupid and you'd die. Oh, okay. Or you stop them from doing it right before they do it, and then they'll ask, well, why did you stop me? Because you would have died. What I used to do with my kids, just so they know what a car is, because they used to think it was big, colorful, fun-looking little toys that were out there, is I would actually take their heads, dink, 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 up against the bumpers. And I would say, see this? That's hard. And they never went out in the street again. Because I want them to learn the truth. I don't want them to see, with blinders on. I want them to know what's going on. I want them to know, and I want them to learn and understand what's really around them. That's why I have Mana Talk. Mana meaning mystical power or power, whatever. And talking meaning talking. And this is the thing that they're afraid of. They're afraid that we'll keep talking. They'll stifle everything that you have in regards to communicating, conveying, theorizing, coming to conclusions, maybe even having a debate, maybe even having a quorum of some sort where people get together and start to throw out ideas. What's best for the 99.9%. And that's what I'm about. I am here for I fly my flag for the people. Right? I do this show for the people. For the 99.9% that keeps being oppressed, keeps being put down, keeps being, having their rights taken away left and right. And I'm talking, I don't care what industry you're in or what, let's just say if you're in big pharma, you're doing fine. If you're in the military industrial complex, you're doing fine. Right? Those two have always been very well pampered, taken care of. They've had all kinds of money sent out to them. They're trying to track now since, I think, COVID started. There's like $560 billion that they're trying to trace on. What was that for again? What was going on? Was there something about, hospitals or something being paid every time they marked it was a COVID not around anymore? Was there something about that? Something that I brought up like right in the beginning, and they were showing it. I just go to fthewf.org and just go to the blog part and go to Fluvid-19 and you'll see. Just go down as far as you can. It's probably in the beginning of it, of that blog. You know, nothing's dated. You're just going to have to search. Sorry, but, you know, I had to fucking search for a lot of that shit. You know, because I do my due diligence. I check to see what's going on. But now, they want to freaking, that's it. They've extended it. For what? This shouldn't exist anyway. The Patriot Act, the NDAA piggybacked off the Patriot Act. Right? And it was just, you know, just ridiculous. Clayton and this guy go into it really deep. There's a lot of information. I mean, in a sense, this kind of stuff has been around for a long time. He was stating, let me just show you who this guy is. And I think I don't know if I get his name here, but I think he introduced him. He's an ex-agent, ex-department of this, you know, and he's talking with a lot of people that have been in this and all this stuff like that. And he's talking with, let me just see if I can read it here. NSA whistleblower says warning us about illegal search and seizures. Illegal search and seizures, and the FBI and other government agents are carrying out with help of Congress. The U.S. Congress has given them the power to carry out warrantless wiretaps on Americans once again. And it's all built into the defense spending bill that President Biden just signed. So they threw in a 5% raise to the military. Let's keep those people somewhat happy, right? Let's get them on our side. Get a little nudge, right? Make it seem like we give a shit. And this is why Matt Gaetz wants single line bills. So you don't throw all this other pork in there because everybody in Congress gets to take care of their sponsors. That's what this is about. If all these people, I probably have a picture of it here somewhere in this computer or somewhere on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, but and it's this one right here. I mean, if you were to easily just go through all this should be these. You ever seen a NASCAR driver? Raise your hand if you've seen a NASCAR driver. Okay, good. So a NASCAR driver wears their sponsors on their sleeves, right? They wear their sponsors on their sleeves, on their chest, sleeves, you know, right here, upper, you know, by the bicep area, on their hats, all that stuff, on their helmets, on their cars. But Congress should ride around with a vehicle that has all these sponsors because this is who they care about. This is who they care about. I mean, and that bill just proves it. The pork proves it. Every time there's a freaking bill, it's got 50 other things in there, and every one of their sponsors gets their piece, and that's all they fucking care about. Because those are the people that give them their money. Let's be totally real here. You know, and the thing about this one is that Snowden's warning us about, and December 14th, is, where is it? Let me grab it again. All right, it's right here. You know, that's $886 billion funding plan. And I'm sure some money's going to go to Ukraine, and I'm sure some money's going to go to Israel, and I'm sure some money's going to go to everybody's sponsor, everybody's employer. And I'm telling you right now, they don't work for us. I don't know how hard or how loud or how I need to tell you, but they don't. They don't. I mean, there was I think it was Rice study back in 2015-16. They said 72, and I remember them, 72% of the bills that are passed never benefit the 99% or the 99.9%, I call us. Right? Never, it doesn't do anything for us in regards to taxes. It doesn't do anything in regards to income. It doesn't do anything for us in regards to fucking anything. Anything. It really does. Nothing. Why won't that fit in there? That's weird. Like the bottom of it won't fit in there. There's that little 5.2% pay for the military. They need more than that. They definitely need more than that. These, I've been in there. I'm telling you, it's rough until you've been in for at least 7 years. Once you hit the 7-year mark, you're an E5. Then things start to get a little better as far as financially. Then all that it all starts to pay off, and I think is good. I think everybody should join the military. That's just me. Everybody should do something. What is that other thing that you can do in the military? It's it'll come to me, but I'm not going to think about it right now. But it's not the French Foreign Legion. It has to do with traveling all over the place. It'll come to me. But see, they also include short-term extension of warrantless surveillance of foreign nationals. It's not just foreign nationals. It's everybody. They can easily say that because I had a conversation or talked to somebody, Peace Corps, thank you very much, Snark, thank you. They could easily say that because I know somebody and talked to somebody in Europe or somebody in wherever, let's say I have a friend that lives in India, right? Which I don't. I might know somebody that probably have lived or is living, or I know that I got some tickets to Hawaii from some people in India. I'm pretty sure. But, most of customer service is in India these days, obviously. Let's just say that conversation, then they could easily say, well, what was this conversation about? But that's not what they do it for. They use that. It's a ploy. It's the button that gives them the ability to research you even further. And I remember back in 2021 when they were actually saying who they were labeling as people that were, doing stuff like I was doing and just, getting out information from other sources that were viable and provable, and that you could follow the paper trail on. I was getting outsourced. I was considered what they call, and this is the label. It's called the influence operator, and they go after the influence operators out there. And then I'm sure I'm labeled. That's why I'm so shadow banned. And I've had people say they've subscribed and then they don't subscribe, and then they say they clicked on it, and then the next day they try to, and they don't get my notifications and blah blah blah. It's just whatever. And sadly, YouTube is probably one of the largest culprits of this short-term extension of warrantless surveillance foreign nationals. What did I call it? Let me just get to it. I got to find this because I put it up in Twitter. There it is, right here. This is the way I stated it. The way I stated was, Pedo Joe has given the FISA Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act through the Patriot Act and the NDA, which is the National Defense Authorization Act, the green light by all of Congress. Again. Right? Again. And there's my senator, but the angel said, okay, that was beautiful. It's just disgusting. What's interesting is just below there is Eric Schmidt is the Missouri versus Biden, for him to not be able to influence, or his administration and those severely compromised departments. Oh, it's obvious. They're just severely compromised. I mean, if you have any questions about that, you want to know how I know or where that comes from, I have so much fucking proof. It's crazy. And I get my stuff from YouTube. I get my stuff from calling and talking to interns for legislators that are out there. I get my information from emails that they write back to me. I get my information from people that I've talked to on Twitter, messaged, and they'll tell me what's going on. Or I get my information just from various different publications, whether it's social media, etc., that I would then, go and verify to find out for sure that's what the case is. Because sometimes I'll go, oh yeah, for sure that's what it is, and I'll post it up, and I'm like, oh, that was stupid. That happens. Trust me, that happened. But as much as I can, I would say at least 95% of the time, at least 90, I am verifying to make sure what I'm about to put up on X, what I'm about to put up on Facebook, and you got to be super careful with Facebook these days, or anywhere, is the information that I'm putting up, or my assumption, or my conclusion, or my theory, has traction, has a paper trail, has a source. Snork, I believe that 2 years of service should be done, but I would also like to have garbage picked up for resources to be a fourth option. That's a wonderful idea. Like I always say, climate change bullshit. We do have a pollution problem. There's no doubt about that. We just are terrible with managing waste, and we make a shit ton of it. There are so many chemicals out there, like I said the other day, not to detour too much, but my grandmother used to get this soap. It was a brown looking, kind of grayish brown soap. It was a big blocky soap, but it was the slipperiest shit and there's nothing like that. And then Dove came out, and all these other fucking soaps, and then the Squish soap and all this other crap, right? And that's how we used to wash our hands. It would clean everything, like everything. The only thing I wouldn't clean off is we used to use gas to clean green. When I used to work, with my grandfather and I used to work on his cars. I worked on diesel. I've worked on some big blocks. I've worked on, let me see, all kinds of fucking cars. I've been working on my car. I just did the power steering pump. Charles helped me with that because he had a certain thing to pull the pulley off. I did the alternator, the fan clutch he did because I didn't want to fuck that up. Well, I was trying to get it, but it just wouldn't catch, and the bolt wouldn't break or just cut loose or free itself. But I did the idle pulley, and I did the tensioner pulley. So I've replaced power steering pump, alternator, tension pulley, and the idler pulley. And I also replaced the fan clutch because my truck's running good. Now I've heard that I got a little bearing problem in the right front, which is a whole different animal. But anyway, so there's a lot of things out there that are being done that looks like something's happening. Let me give you an example of how it looks like something's happening out there. I'll just show you. Here's one of them right here. Right? Here's one right here.
As a whole knows, and our domestic operations knows. So I just wanted to clarify that point.
Thank you.
I know.
So I would assume that the two individuals that you report to, sir, have reported to Secretary Mayorkas about this explosive device, which tells me that Mayorkas has reported this to the president, and nothing has been said or done to the American public, and Congress was going on. Now, if this is the case, and we're surging money, billions, hundreds of billions of dollars across the seas to secure everybody else, and we're not doing anything here in my state, in our southern border, that's a problem, because that means that they're lying to us. Response?
I will tell you that if there's a significant event along the southwest border, whether it's a significant seizure or an arrest,
I'm not talking about drugs anymore. I'm talking about explosives.
Any significant event, whether it be a terrorist, whether it be a significant narcotics load, criminal alien, high-value target, we will coordinate with our investigators.
Let's get that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, General, for being here. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
I read this somewhere. I
The
don't remember who
formalities
said
are
it,
just
but I wrote
ridiculous.
it, but I remember it. It was once observed that a parent who stops loving their children, Mr. Seeing both of
it and can do its job. Senator Kennedy?
Doc, why did you have special badges?
Nothing happens here.
Administration.
It would be worse than that. And so
Look at this criminal troll. This little troll. Nothing happens. Old Morgan Luttrell. Yeah, hey, buddy. Hey, Moose. Yeah, I'm just saying what the... I mean, nothing happens here. 11,000 people are lined up. No, you should see they've got more than that coming. There's a big wave coming, bro. I'm going to show you right now. But thank you. That is a good size wave. That's one of the waves. No doubt. But I'm going to show you. Yeah, so, nobody's in jail. Nobody's in handcuffs. These people are still, doing whatever they want to do whenever they fucking want. Nobody's getting in trouble. Everything's still going according to plan to the World Economic Forum. I'm telling you. Thousands. Here it is right here.
Many of them desperate and exhausted.
Look at that. Look how they paint this.
Home to our south, where thousands of migrants have joined a caravan in Central America that's making its way to the U.S. It comes as Secretary of State Antony Blinken prepares to visit Mexico's capital tomorrow. Morgan Chesky reports from the border.
Tonight in southern Mexico.
He makes it seem like it's a good thing.
From the border.
Tonight in southern Mexico, a new migrant caravan is heading north. A group of men, women, and children, whose organizers say is now 8,000 strong, after an estimate.
Yeah, I want to know how many people are in there that are, military age type, good shape. Yeah, you know what's interesting about these people? I don't see a lot of them that are. It looks like they all have Gucci bags.
Estimated 2,000 more joined in a single day. The caravan last seen in the Mexican state of Chiapas near Guatemala would be the largest since last year. Many of them desperate and exhausted.
Desperate and exhausted. Bullshit. This guy was dropped off by an airplane around the corner at some local airport below the border. They're not fucking marching all that far. That doesn't happen. They're being bussed, they're being trained, they're being flown in. You wait until you see the receipts. It's going to happen. People have been reporting it already. You won't see it on MSNBC. You definitely won't see it on MSNBC, how they're getting it. But look at this guy over here. Well-shaven, nice plaid shirt.
This father from Honduras sharing his 3-year-old daughter is from Honduras.
Right, the guy in the background. And who's this guy right here?
This father from Honduras sharing his 3-year-old daughter.
Doesn't look like he's having a hard time.
This father from Honduras sharing his
backpack.
This father from Honduras sharing his 3-year-old daughter is now too weak to walk. The U.S. border still more than 1,000 miles away. In Eagle Pass, Texas, just days after these stunning scenes of migrant families lining the Rio Grande, tonight, U.S. Customs and Border Protection facing a quiet lull that likely won't last long. Outside an Eagle Pass shelter, we met Osmani, Marian, and Edison. ¿Dónde van ahora? Where are you going now? Oklahoma?
Los Angeles.
L.A.? Dallas. Marianne from Venezuela says she's now waiting until her asylum hearing. After a 5-month journey here, she called dangerous but worth it. Mexico's president now saying he'll meet with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken tomorrow in Mexico City to discuss potential joint solutions. Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
What solutions? This is crazy. They're opening fences for them. Dude, look. My grandfather had a, you know this, for 29, almost 30 years, he had an avocado ranch. And for the 29 years, I'd probably been there at least 10 of those years altogether. 10, maybe 12. I've spent a lot of weekends. I spent a lot of years there living there. And I worked with the Mexicans. You know, from when I was, from when I was like 8 years old till the day my mom freaking sold it after he passed away. And I'm telling you, it was different then. This is a freaking invasion. This is not just your run-of-the-mill, and the way they paint this, right? It's used, like I said, it's usually about on average the past few decades, an average about 600,000, maybe 700,000 per year that come into the United States illegally. Maybe 10% of that actually go through the process of taking the time, the years, the tests, and all this other crap, with most of it can't even pass, right? But the thing is now you're seeing within 3 years, coming on 4, close to 8 million people, right? That's over fucking 2 million people per year. It's going to be about close to 3 million people per year. By the time Biden's done, there's going to be 10 million people that just came in this country within, you know, because we can really afford to have more people in here. Right now, this is perfect because, you know, we can afford everything. You know, of course, we all know how this is going to affect the economy. Right? We all know how since 2009 the minimum wage hasn't been touched. Right? Hasn't been touched. And it's probably not going to be. Right? And I'm telling you, certain states, that should be per the state, in my opinion anyway, honestly. And I truly believe there should be border patrol at these states. And I think that's what it's going to turn out to be. And I'm telling you right now, there are people that are coming in that there's about 10 to 15% of this 10 million, that's 1.5 million people, by the time this is all said and done, when this fucking administration is done destroying this country, like literally destroying this country, are totally going to be totally unaccounted for. We don't know where they're from, what their motives are, what we're going to be doing. Who knows what the fuck's going to happen before November 8th, 2024? That has got to be everybody's concern. Because with, I don't know, 200,000 coming in per year, you know, by the time it's all said and done, we don't know what those people are doing. I mean, you've seen the lineups of people from China, which, you know, those people love us. You've seen people from the Middle East. You know how we've taken care of them so well, right? You've seen people from countries that we've raped and pillaged in Africa that are coming in because we've taken great care of those people. You know, the Clintons, you know, the Haitians love the Clintons. I mean, these people are here to, who knows? All it takes is 5 people in each major city, maybe 10, to do some serious fucking damage. And I'm telling you, and I keep telling everybody, there should be security. If your state gives a fuck about you, they should be hiring U.S. citizens, retired military from the United States, born and raised, vetted. I would suggest definitely a Republican or conservative for sure, to protect the power grids, to protect the water distribution centers, to protect the grids itself. Everything that produces, everything that keeps us alive, warm, healthy, safe, cool, that should be happening now. That should be happening right now. There should be an abundance of extra deputies being signed on everywhere. I'm going to push for that. I'm going to push for every sheriff who has the ability to deputize local people. And he has the ability to have him fill out an application, have him put in the information, do a background check, whatever he wants to fucking do. You know, I'm registered. I have a registered thing here. And the reason why I'm a registered thing is because I've been fucking dotting my I's, crossing my T's, and doing the shit I need to do. What is that? Is it dumpster or something? I don't understand. What does that mean? I don't even understand what the hell that means. Yeah, I don't even understand what the hell that means. Okay. Yeah. Let me see here. Was there chat on this? I think there is. Let me see. Chat on this? I think there is. Let me see here. Chat on this? I think there is. Let me see here. On this? I think there is. Let me see here. On this? I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's important. Let me see who you are here. Anyway. Read Snorky's comment. Okay, I read it. Anyway. So here's the thing. I just seemed a little interesting. Garbage picking the fourth option. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what that means. I believe that 2 years and she Texas. Yeah, I'm just saying right now this is not good. There's shit that's going to happen, and I'm telling you, it's not good. There's some stuff. Look, when these guys had the ability to not do anything and shut down the government of the United States, I really thought that was a great idea. Just keep doing it. I just said, just keep doing it. Just fucking shut it down. Don't give Biden any more time, any more leverage, any more power. Just stop this motherfucker from continuing. And sure enough, they passed it and they let the guy run. Now he's got another year. We've got another year of this fucking demented puppet. We got another, it is gonna be hell. He is going to do whatever it takes to follow the pedo-predator class, a.k.a. World Economic Forum's instructions or script to take down the last castle, the last stand. That's us. And people say, oh, dude, what are you talking about? There's no way that's fucking happening. I'm telling you. I sniffed this out in 2020. People have been sniffing it out for decades. G. Edward Griffin, James Corbett, look him up. Brian Christian gets a lot of information. Whitney Webb, definitely. She has a lot of very pertinent information. You know, Redacted with Clayton and his wife. Clearly, I mean, I didn't notice they were around until 2022, I think it was. I didn't know who they were until early 2022 or late 20 or mid 2022. But they're on page with me. They see what's happening. A lot of people see what's going on. And, you know, the Democrats, you know, and I'm not talking about all the voters. I'm talking about the people that are still wearing the masks. I'm talking about the people that are okay with a 38 to 42-year-old fat, disgusting man in a thong dancing in front of children. Those are the Democrats. You know, these sick fuckers. They're out there. They're out there. And it's really sad. And it's really, really sad. We need to do one thing, right? We need to prepare. Right? I mean, I don't want anything to get to where, you know, but they're going to try. They want to get it done and finished before Trump gets in the office, or a Republican or somebody that could somewhat try to reverse this. I don't think Nikki Haley is the opposite. Nikki Haley reminds me of fucking Hillary Clinton. She really does. Not even that. She's not that smart. She's not that smart. There's somebody I'm trying to see. Reminds me of somebody else. But anyways, it's, you know, we have the opportunity. Actually, we don't. We have to wait. Sorry. we're dependent. We are just dependent on these fuckers, right? That I was talking about earlier. All these guys in here. Most of them are compromised. This is the people they care about. Here's the people they care about. Right? They care about the Kochs. They care about BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, Fidelity, Raytheon, Chatham House, BP, Exxon, you know, Rothschilds. I mean, whatever. They don't care about us. You know, they care about Moderna. They care about AstraZeneca. They care about Novavax. You know, that's what these people care about. They fucking don't care about you. They don't care about you. With this crap going up that Clay was talking about right here, section, what was that? Which one was that? Section 702, right? That's me. Hold on. I'm getting confused again. There's a lot to click here. A lot to click. Yeah, but these are just shows. Nothing's happening. Right? If you guys know who Edward Snowden is, I mean, you know, Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, and Chelsea Manning, and there's a bunch of others that have really, you know, James O'Keefe is trying. He's not even close to what Julian Assange was able to reveal, right? If you know anything about the Podesta files or the Podesta emails, right? But the other person that was really amazed, that's been amazing. Well, these are just, you know, Snowden's he's the whistleblower. He's the whistleblower. He's the one that told everybody, hey, by the way, they're spying on you. Everything. They're spying on you everywhere. You know, and here's his other warning. There it is. December 14th. You know, and Congress just gave that extension to the fucking authoritarian, tyrannical destruction of America. You know, you got to ask yourself, what side are these people on? I'm talking about Congress, man. What the fuck side are those people on? You know, and I you know, I'm really getting sick of all the, yeah, you didn't remember this and you got that and this, that, and the other thing, and you're still doing this and this, you know, but nothing's happening. Did you see anything? Anything happening? You know, the Podesta files revealed this, right? Revealed that John Podesta, the leader of the Democratic Party, right, and the others within the Democratic Party, and especially Hillary Clinton, they sent emails to mainstream media, all of them, and said between Ted Cruz, Ben Carlson, and Donald Trump, we want you guys to promote Donald Trump. We want you to give him more time because they believed that they could beat him. That's what they thought. Or they believed, or they were working with him. Now, at that time, I was thinking, that's kind of convenient. But when I saw the look on Trump's face, and he wasn't acting, when he freaking, I'll leave that back up there. Right, I'll let you read it. This is the Democratic National Committee sending out an email to mainstream media saying give Donald Trump all the time and everything he needs. Right. I was in the place of seeing these pictures of him buddying with the Clintons and whoever else. But we know that Trump is a deal maker, and we know that he's rubbed elbows with a lot of people. I mean, you don't have, $3 or $4 billion in your back pocket because, you're hanging around with people in a fucking crack house, right? You're hanging around with the people that are making the decisions for the country. You're taking good care of them. You're taking them out you're trying to get the one up on them. I can see that. I mean, that's why a lot of car dealerships and a lot of banks go. When I worked for a bank, we did direct mail, and we used to go hang out with a lot of the dealerships in the area. And we'd take them out on golfing trips or dinners, just trying to smooth and see what their needs were, what they wanted to do. Just it's networking. So Trump has been networking. But what he's up against, right? And I know he hates this place because he defunded it. And this really pisses them off because they don't want him to do it again. Is he went after this place, the World Health Organization, but you can read for what it really is right there. He said, I don't want to be a part of that. And he pulled the money out. As soon as Biden went in, put the money back in. Who runs this place? Bill Gates, Mr. Eugenics, Mr. Genocide, Mr. Genocidal Bioweapon Manufacturer Man. That's what he does. That's what he does. And then he told everybody, it's all good. Go ahead and take, everything's good. Take that. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. No. Bill O'Reilly was out there on stage with him. No, I took it. Did you take it? Yeah, I took it. Did you take it? Yeah, I took it. I'm just like, dude, what are you fucking doing? Right? And this is what it turned into. The Mary Roger Nancy Alpha is a bioweapon, dumbass. Yeah. And it's all working just fine. These zombies walking around nowadays. They're just zombies. If you've had this stuff in your system, you're done. It's done. You're done. I don't care. It's over. You're done. Your lineage is done. Good luck if you're young enough trying to have kids. Right? It's just really bad. And I got all the documents to prove it. You're welcome to come and see those documents anytime you want. I'll show them to you. I got them all right here. All right. This is what was finally released. I can give you the website. You can go to it yourself, and of course, you're going to put some kind of right. You can search all the docs, all the studies. There's fucking 95 pages. There's 2,369 pages, right? And all is how many? Just a ton of fucking pages, but it's a lot of information. And by the way, what's really interesting is that study is not the study of the actual one they gave everybody. The one they gave everybody is actually worse. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? You know, and it's, you know, I'm just saying COVID vaccines are safe and effective, and they are good for you because they will slow or reduce your symptoms, and they're safe and effective. All COVID vaccines, COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective. I'm just letting you know. They are totally, totally good for you. Absolutely, absolutely. Right? Disclaimer. Yeah, I've got it. If anybody wants to see this, you know, and here's what I always say. Send this to your doctor that told you to get this thing. And say, remember you told me to get this? Right? You know, send them all go to my page, fthewf.org or stopthewf.org, and just, you know, go to the blog section, go to the tab, it says blog, or drop down that says blog, and then go to where it says Fluvid19. And then you'll see what's going on. You'll see what's going on with that. But the biggest problem here that we're looking at, and I'm going to get back to it real quick, is these things. Section 702, that they've got more power, they're going to come after you, they're going to, you know, it's just fucking nuts. It's like, didn't we just watch J6 video tapes get released? Didn't that just happen? Wasn't that important? And then sure enough, Congress just sits on us. You know, and that guy Kennedy in there, he's a senator. He voted for it. Guaranteed he voted for it. He's full of shit. He's Mr. He supports Ukraine and all that shit. He's a great talker. There are rhinos, dark rhinos, and ghost rhinos. He's a Republican. He's been doing it for a long time. The grand old party has been compromised, people. Right? It's been compromised. There's not too many people out there that aren't completely up the yin-yang or completely in the pockets of the World Economic Forum and their associates. That's just what's going on. I don't know. I do know how to tell you that's the fact because I can prove it to you. And I can tell you absolutely that is what's going on. Is the World Economic Forum controls all these fuckers. All these fuckers in here in Congress. And they really don't. Yeah, we're hoping that they'll do something, right? That's what we're doing now. We're hoping that they'll do something. Nothing's happening. Lots of talk on C-SPAN. Lots of talking and more talking. And it's just the amount of talking is just amazing. Just the talking and talking and talking. It just keeps happening. More talking, right? But no action. You know, like that poster behind me, you can't really see it. Blue Hawaii, Elvis Blue Hawaii. Little banner, the little vertical banner. Well, here's the picture I wanted to get. It's just a fucking show. It's just a show. They're all puppets of the World Economic Forum. I'm just, nothing's happening. They're not stopping anything. You know, you'll always have 3 or 4 or 5 or 12 or something that'll be against the fray, and then the next vote, some others will be against the fray, will go against the majority. You know, they just, They just all need to go because nothing's fucking happening. I mean, the only person I would fucking save at this point, I mean, really, it's just the only person that really, I think and I could be totally wrong, is Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz, that kid's strong. As far as senators are concerned, Eric Schmidt in my state, Missouri, he's strong. He's messed up on Israel, though, like a lot of people are, By the way, the Rockefellers fucking created Israel back in, like, 1917, right? Like, everything was created by these people, right? Back in those days, then they created and they planted and they used it to... It's that go-to tap for war. Notice that every fucking few years or before a general election, something happens with Israel. We gotta send money out, right? Gotta send money to that super PAC. That's what the fuck is happening. You guys just gotta put the pieces together. I've been doing it for a fucking long time. Putting these pieces are easy to put together. Which one is this? These pieces are easy to put together. Easy to put together. You're all being played. It's fucking been happening for a long time. Oh, I made this back in 2019, I think. This one right here. This one's kind of old. Let me see this one. That's a good one. All right. Oop, I got to flip it over. It's backwards. Okay, wait. We're all being played. Divide and conquer. If they keep us fighting with each other, we will never fight the true enemy. Our corrupted public servants and the entire U.S. political, electoral, and voting system via the 1%, or the better predator class, I call them now, has it all figured out. They divide and conquer. They create these, demics. They get us on they totally got people on the left on, lighter skin color, right? They get us going against each other on religion, class, class should be. Yeah, class, because it's a class war. There's a serious class war. I'm not talking the guy up the street who worked his ass off in a plumbing company, or he worked on the railroad or the coal mines for 20 years, and now he's like the head manager. He's got a nice fucking house. Not that fucking dude. That's not the class I'm talking about. I'm talking about the oligarchs, the pedo-predator class, the people with bazillions of dollars that are out there, right? They get us on language, social customs, sexual preferences, right? Which on this sexual preference thing is getting really out of hand. Some get us going on profession, political identity, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Back in 2016, right, as I've said this, and I'll just keep saying, I don't care if it's a fucking broken record, honestly. I don't care if it's a broken record. But at the World Economic Forum Davos meeting in 2016, corporate equality index was basically implanted, like everywhere. And it was from a girl named Kelly Robinson, who was also implanted from the old guy who was, pretty much just for the equal rights for gays. But then the plus sign came in after the LGBTQ. And then they started just doing all this crazy shit. Minor stuff, just children stuff, the mutilization stuff, craziness, right? And that's where it all came from. Now the trans pedo grooming, divisive narratives, and depopulation are not organic. It was all implanted. It was never organic. What that did is it gave the sickos, all the real grooming pedos out there, it just lifted up the rock for them, and they can come slithering out of the fucking darkness. And they were out there fucking performing in the street in front of kids on Thanksgiving Day, right? At your local parade. But that's all that was about. It was just to get us to fight each other. One, two, help big hospital because surgeries cost money. Big pharma because you got to medicate these people forever, ever before and after that want these surgeries or all this other shit, help, mental health, whatever. Big psychology. And they also will do this because it's hard to make a baby like this or like this. It's hard to do that. And it goes right in the realm of everything else. And it goes right into the realm of divide and conquer, chaos, confusion, divisiveness, 6 foot safe. You have to know what they've always been doing. That's what they've always been doing. They've always been doing that. It's the divide and conquer is probably the oldest tactic in the book. The oldest tactic in the book. And I should give a course on this. I should just start from beginning to end, just go through one by one, and go over the entire process, right? Right? World Economic Forum added the plus. It just used to be this, right? Which is, I'm fine. Hey, if you want to do this all day or do this, that's fine with me. Just, you know, you don't have to, my kids don't need to know that shit. You know, let them do whatever they want after they're adults and they can figure that shit out. And if they're older, 16, 17, whatever, they can come and talk to me. But I don't want my fucking teachers teaching this shit because I'm pushing this stuff. It's not your place. I'm talking about the rest of their life. You know, the WF has infiltrated many worthy causes to create division, hate, and profit for their cult. Stop being used. You know, and I keep telling them, stop being used by this shit. It's just stupid. You know, I'm not against any of that shit. I'm just saying it's just ridiculous. Now we're here. This is kind of where we're here because I'm going to turn this off in a second. And a little bit. I just want to kind of tell you where I'm at. And whoever it's Vivek or whoever, right? This is where we're at now. Attention Republican Party. Because that's all we have to work with. Right? I truly believe that Trump, his election was stolen and rigged. There's a plethora, and it keeps stacking and stacking, of the amount of information, documented paper trail of what's happening in regards to how that was stolen. Right? And how that was, it's crazy. It's just a ton. It's a lot. And it just keeps building and building and building. You know, so I think he deserves that spot that he should have had because it was obviously, in my opinion, illegally taken. So the guy should have that spot, you know. That's number one. Number two, I think he will do the right thing. I think he's holding back on what he really wants to do. I don't think he wants to give away his, you know, it's like a coach coming into a football team. And I think he thinks like this because he goes to games. He understands. And he goes to boxing, he goes to MMA because he understands the preparation, right? You don't want to give away your tactics. You don't want to give away your plays or how you're going to approach and handle what you're going to use in your defense. What you're going to use in your offense. You know, he's not going to do all that right now. He's going with the fray, going with the flow, going with the usual general idea, general practices of the base. I get it. But I think when he gets in, all hell is going to break loose, and that's what they're worried about. Because they can't buy the guy. They can't buy the guy. His family's very well protected. And they know the risks. I'm telling you, Barron fucking knows he's marked. Right? And fucking Melania, she knows she's marked. All his kids know they're marked. They're all of them. And these people are that insidious and that heinous and terrible. I mean, let's not count and go over all the fucking Clinton body bags out there. That's all I'm saying. These people are pretty heinous fucking people. But these people, they have bodyguards. They have people that are protecting all the time. So people now they're here. This is where they're at. Attention Republican Party. We when we put you back in power, and we're going to do our best to make sure it's fucking super red. And it's not, by the way, before Clinton, the Republican Party was blue. I just want to let you guys know that. So I know you guys are all red, but we're going to make sure it's grand old party, not this RNC party. RNC people are just fucking, the whole RNC is full of shit. Trump has even said it at his rallies. I can care less about the RNC. He thinks it's ridiculous, right? But he cares about the grand old party. He cares about the base. He's more in tune with the people. So, attention Republican Party, when we put you back in power, no more hearings, no more committees, no more special investigations, right? The evidence has been laid bare for the whole world to see. We want justice. We want indictments. We want prison for all those that committed treason against U.S. and our nation. Against us and our nation. No more bullshit. Seriously, no more fucking bullshit. That's been. I got on TikTok on that. I think I got a fucking ton of hits on that. For putting that out. Check my profile here. Let me refresh this. Anyway, Wait. Yeah, 6,884 hearts. 6,884 hearts on that one, right? That's a good one. I told people not to jump into these, the Trump deranged syndrome people. They lure you in, but at the same time, they're also copying down and trying to find out who you are and stuff like that. You just don't even go into those. Don't even go into those, right? Another one. Most of our 33 plus trillion debt does not go to starting wars, and I'm laughing because that's bullshit. Because that's where it goes, right? Biden sent out this, and the CIA fucking Kevin McCarthy was shit. Which one did I have any good ones on? I'm kind of curious now that I'm looking. 10,000. Oh, the picture of the CGI of Big Mike being pregnant. That was a good one right here. Of Big Mike being pregnant. This is a good one. Where is it? Right there. Had a 10,400K views or something. Oh, yeah. And then when that plane was disappeared, where'd the pilot go? Anybody cared about where the pilot? Nobody talked to the pilot. It's like, all of a sudden the pilot's like, nobody cared. It was so fucking stupid. Where are we at here? Democrats, my small towns, myself, my family, my friends, my neighbors, my city, my state, my country. That's my small town. Yep, the role climate has why is devastating wildfires, bullshit. No, I was in the Maoist tribe. I'm Polynesian. Polynesian, Irish, Scandinavian. No Indian, no American Indian, no Hispanic. Right? And I think a little Samoan maybe, and some Chinese. A little bit of Chinese. One of the immigrants of my grandfather. Cover up astonishing Ted Cruz pandemic fitness trends have gone extremely literal. What was this one right here? This is what I was talking about. What is this for? What did I? Because they're all in this together. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Do the Republicans know what these metal circle things are? Or what they're for? Right? That's what that one is. How about? Yeah, lots of accusations, but no action. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing's happening, guys. I'm really concerned about that. And the Section 702 just got moved up again. They gave it some more time. They can surveil you and all this other crap. And they're sending 71% of illegal aliens, right? 71%, this is a really interesting number, sent to Republican districts. I wonder why that is. Why would they want to do that? Maybe it's about voting or something? For fuck's sakes, it's craziness. Craziness. Look at this one. This one really pissed me off. I don't know why it keeps going over. $5 for dozen eggs. Gas is still twice as high as it was 3 years ago. And this shithead is sending $600 billion to the World Economic Forum. Environmental, social governance, money laundering scam. He calls it the Biden announcement of the 600 million, not billion. Derp. Still, why are you sending that money? Why are you sending a fucking dollar to these unelected? I know the reason why. I know the reason why. Fuck crazy. Oh. I'm being facetious here. By the way, the FBI, NSA, DHS, DIA, Department of Defense, CIA, DISA, Department of Justice, DARPA, ETL, aren't the true terrorists of Earth. They aren't. People didn't get that. There was another one here that I had that really hit hard. I think it was. Was it this? Yeah, it was this. Yeah. There's 10,000. Epic. That was in the Epic Times like a year and a half ago. That was in February 2021. Biden administration negotiates still giving WHO authority over U.S. Pandemic policies, that was printed. New International Health Accord avoids necessary Senate approval. Right? Yeah. Nothing's changing, man. That's all I'm telling you. When did I post this? This is what got me thinking. This was 3/19. What did I say here? Credit card, debit card, cash, the product itself, exchanging germs of COVID-19. Fast food drive-through, very stupid. Fast food at the drive-through window is probably the stupidest thing you could do right now. Credit card, debit card, cash, the product itself, exchanging germs of COVID-19. Fast food drive-through, very stupid. Fast food at the drive-through window is probably the stupidest thing you could do right now. Credit card, debit card, cash, the product itself, exchanging germs of COVID-19. That's the first time I've seen it. Fast food drive-through, very stupid. So, this is when I started thinking. This is that moment. It was after I had done this, sitting out in the back porch of my place in West Virginia. Missed that place, by the way. And I was thinking, now why would they leave those open? And why would they? And I mean, that's like the worst place because you could go in, because everybody that works in fast food, at least 80 to 90% of them do not have health coverage. Because, number one, they can't fucking afford it on that pay. Right? You know that. So, and then the other part is they were never provided or ever had PPE, personal protective equipment. gloves, masks, all this shit. And I'm just watching, and I was a couple of days went by, and I was going, you know, I was at the McDonald's, and this guy had a set of gloves on that had crap all over it. His fingers were hanging out of it, cut off. His finger had a big hole in it. This one was sticking out. Part of the thing was there. Working the register. They don't wash after every fucking transaction, right? They have, you know, McDonald's probably gets 1,000 fucking transaction a day at the least. Taco Bell probably gets 400 to 500 a day. You know, you name it. If you're at, you know, Hardee's would get at least 300 or 400 a day. You know, during this time there were lines down the road because they closed pretty much everything. And that was really weird is Walmart, instead of expanding the hours, they condensed the hours. So you had to come in within a certain time. It was like 10 to 4, or it was like 11 to 6, just like 5 or 6 hours. So now you're squeezing them in. But they still have to be 6 foot safe. Right? And that didn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you just expand the hours? Let some people work a little more, or get some more hours. Right? Let them space it out. You know, just put another hour or two when you thought it would close and open up a little earlier to give more time to space out. I mean, none of this was done correctly. I contacted via email to a paper, the local paper out there, the Herald, I think it was. And I asked these questions. Why wouldn't they do these things? This doesn't make any sense to me. And then I immediately got a response in an email, because I left my email. I said, give it to him, you know. And I had some council members, some state legislators, a few of them emailed me back, and I go, so this just doesn't make any sense. What's going on here? It doesn't make sense. How are you protecting everybody when you're not expanding the hours or giving proper protection? And none of this makes any sense. You know, I mean, and then time went on, and then I tried to email back, and I was giving them some information where I was trying to go, but my channel got taken down. I'd say just about 3 weeks. My first channel, I had like 500 or 600 people on there, you know, subscribers, and it got taken down just after I had lost connection or just kind of stopped connection with these legislators, these state legislators. They went after me. They went after me immediately, all of them. They made their call. I need you guys to fucking get rid of this guy. He's just thinking too much. He's putting 2 and 2 together. It's not equaling 5 like it should, but he's saying it's 4, which is correct, but is wrong for us because it's supposed to be 5. Right? He's making sense. And that's when it happened. And then I did it again. Like 2 or 3 months later, my next channel got taken down. 2 or 3 months later, my next channel got taken down. Right? I can tell you a lot of those channels I was able to pull. The first channel I was able, because I knew they were coming after, because I had one strike. I'd never had a strike. From 2015 or 14 is when I started my YouTube channel. I didn't really start, from 2014 is when I started my blog talk radio show, which is pretty interesting. And then I started doing the YouTubes just at the very end of 2016, and I really started doing them towards 2017. And from 2017 on to 2020, right, for over 3 years, not a single strike. I was talking about you just this and that and the other thing, and you fucking all kinds of crap, right? I thought I was offending somebody somewhere at some point. But as I look back at it, all those times I was mainly doing Democrat work. Yeah, I was on. Well, I left the Democratic Party in 2017, 2016. I had one more try with Bernie in 2020, but then he fucked up everybody. But I was still going, and then all of a sudden I was watching Russiagate, and I'm going, nothing's happened with this. This is such bullshit. And then And then 2020 happened, and sorry, I voted for some green idiot. But that fuck, just and I was caught up in that. But it's just been all bullshit. They had been lying to us forever. And then when I realized that back in 2008, when the Democratic Party had the supermajority of the House and the Senate, 2008-9, and they had POTUS, the president, for 76 days. And what did they do? They didn't codify Roe versus Wade, did they? They didn't raise the minimum wage, did they? They didn't give you Medicare for all like everybody thought they were going to do, did they? No. Did they give you free college? No. Did they do anything? The only thing they did was get rid of all these other providers and keep five or six of them. Aetna, Blue Cross, blah, 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 blah. Right? And then they let them have free range on pharmaceutical and this and that. And they created the ACA. Fucking the Affordable Care Act, which has been the biggest fucking ripoff. Your copay, right? The copay, your deductible, crazy. I mean, co-insurance itself, it's just crazy. You have to fucking pay, like, in order to qualify, you have to be sick. You have to have $6,000 worth. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. It is the biggest fucking ripoff. It still is to this day. Terrible. Terrible. After you're done with insurance, groceries, everything, you got all that stuff, you don't have enough money to go outside. It costs too much just to walk out the fucking door these days. Bidenomics, Obamanomics, right? Things got better with Trump. If the Republicans even mention raising the minimum wage, or if they even mention having, Trump has mentioned affordable health care, and I'm really trying to figure out how he's going to do that. What he should do, and he should go, and that's why I keep telling fucking Dr. Shiva, go fucking talk to him. Quit shitting on that guy. Right? Go fucking talk, because Dr. Shiva is look, it's the middleman. It's the middleman. If you send the money directly to the doctor without going through the fucking middleman, then we're fine. Healthcare is affordable every fucking where. Everywhere. We got the money to do it. Right? Look, the federal tax thing right now is just ridiculous. I don't know why we're fucking paying these people federally, tax-wise. But some of that money does go to the military. Just letting you know. State-wise, I can understand that, because states out there do give a shit about their citizens. I can understand that. So state-wise, I owe it, but I'm still paying what I can. Not a fucking shit ton of money. Not like a lot of people, thousands. I was talking to this tax person, this IRS shithead the other day, and I go, if I said that the majority of people out there owe like 10,000 taxes, would you say that's about average? Because just immediately answered yes. I'm like, it's okay to say that? No, it's just go to the website, you can see. Just go to our sites, go to our partnered sites. You can see how much people owe and how much their age and all this other stuff. I go, shit, it's public information. Yeah. I go, well, that's fucked up, man. IRS is bullshit. It's all fucking a scam. We're being scammed left and right. And back in, I figured it out. That was March the 19th of 2020 is when I started to understand what the fuck was going on with this country, like big time. Right? Big time. And it was weird because just in January, I think it was January 25th, is when, and I think I got a picture of it. I got to show you. And I think
Fast food at the drive-through window.
I got to get rid of that. And I think Donald Trump
Is probably the stupidest.
Yeah, it was the stupidest thing in the world. Donald Trump was telling everybody the Democrats' new hoax, and he brings up the word, right? You know, and I think he got played by that. I think he. Is it this one? I think it's this one right here. No. Yeah. Where he says and tells everybody, right? I got this on, this is in Odyssey. And he tells everybody this is what the fuck's going on. Right? And remember this word, corporate governance, because it's all over the World Economic Forum's website. That's all I have to say. No, I got it. What a fucking Jesus. Now, in 2019, 2020, there was a huge amount of money being spent. Right? This was public information. They were sending out tons of money, contributions from pharmaceutical, big hospital, medical supply companies. It was crazy. It was off the fucking hook. It was like a third or half more. At least a third or half more than what they were usually giving out. Isn't that weird? Right? To a lot of public governmental workers. You're like, why in the fuck would they want to do that? On that, during that time. Why? Right? Yeah. And here's Ryan Christian and I, and there's Stevie, she was in there. We had a really good conversation. That was when his Twitter got taken down. When Elon Musk wasn't at the helm. He's back, though. He's back. There's Julian Assange. Like, dude, why are you even resisting? It didn't make any sense at all. That was just kind of stupid on his part. Why he would even... It just seems a little... I mean, was he doing that because he had to go to the bathroom? Or... Because I don't know what the fuck that was about. Oh, and they both dropped that because everybody wanted to take it. Everybody did. And here's the thing on Operation Warp Speed. This is where I was at. Oh, wait. Right? I wasn't liking any of that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Trump administration buys $100 million. And then that was in August the 11th. And then he did it on $100 million in July of 2022. And it was so weird because just in January, and I don't know if I know I have the video. I got it here somewhere. I got the video in here somewhere. Some one of these. He was saying it's a hoax. Yeah. You guys remember Agenda 21? Let me see. Let me go. I think it's right. Mass formation psychosis. Getting played, or was he getting played? Let me see. I think that's it right there. He was saying, come in. Right? I'm telling you. You got to be a little concerned, you know. But when he had an interview with Megyn Kelly, and Megyn Kelly said, I don't know if you're not aware of this, but I have been blankety blank injured. He's like, he had kind of a dead stare on his face. I've never seen him like not say anything. Well, what do you think about this? He goes, well, and he went into like nothing like that was pre-recorded or rehearsed. And he was and it sounded like he was being honest. Right? And I think he was playing. I just don't think he'll say it. Right? I just don't think he'll say it. And of course, there he is, smoozing around with people. But what is the option? Okay. Working for insurer, transition. There it is right here. Is this right here? This is where he says it. Is this a... Oh, I wonder if I can even play this. Open a new tab. Let's see if I can even play this.
The change in tune. Somebody's been bought.
Now the Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. You know that, right? Coronavirus.
Yeah, nobody else.
I gotta be careful with this one. Still up on... it's still up there. That was May 15th, 2020 when I played this.
They're politicizing it. We did one of the great jobs. You say, how's President Trump doing? They go, oh, not good, not good. They have no clue. They don't have any clue. They can't even count their votes in Iowa. They can't even... No, they can't. And this is their...
So this is interesting because...
The New Hope.
You know, this is very interesting because that's what he was saying. And then later on, he was there. He was there, man. He was there. And then they went after him. You couldn't see any of the information. These guys behind him. That's what happened. He got sold. He got sold. Don't think this guy can't be sold. I've sold cars. I'm telling you, I'm terrible at buying cars. It's terrible. I'm such a laydown when it comes to cars. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. What was this link about? I'm curious.
Exposed to the virus. And then there's a third way that was most common throughout most of history, and that was really to let her rip.
Why is it so
Let the
low?
virus run its course through the population until everyone had either been
That's
killed
weird.
or recovered and developed some immunity. Diamond says that the Black Death killed about 1/3 of Europe's population between 1347 and 1351. What's new about epidemics is modern medicine. By handing them a blanket with smallpox on it, because the tribe had not previously been exposed to the virus. And then there's a third way that was most common throughout most of history, and that was really to let her rip. Let the virus run its course through the population until everyone had either been killed or recovered and developed some immunity. Diamond says that the Black Death killed about 1/3 of Europe's population between 1347 and 1351. What's new about epidemics is modern medicine. including the ability to diagnose the disease.
That's interesting. Now look here.
Recover, but the true
this is interesting, and this is where a lot of people were. Because look at this these comments, right? Watch. Obviously, a Democratic support. No one believes anything coming from this grifting Trump dictatorship. Wow. People were like, no. And then Kamala Harris said, and I remember her saying, well, if Trump told me to take it, I wouldn't take it. But if Biden told me to take it, I would take it. Every politician can vaccinate where the sun doesn't shine. I like that one. That one makes sense. That one makes sense. Isn't that amazing? I really am concerned. I hope this guy, you know, the problem with Trump, and I'm going to tell you right now, is he's surrounded by yes men. And I've brought this up a few times. Yes men, yes men, yes men. And the yes men, I call it the Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson syndrome. Okay, what that means is that they only tell him what he wants to hear and not what he needs to hear. He's surrounded by these people. And it fucking pisses me off. Oh, look at that my comment here. This was back in July 13th of 2020. Trump has taken the Gates, Fauci, blah, forced money, taking over a deal. It's time for a law to demand that Trump get off this money trail and do a job and investigate these two sickos. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I mean, tell me I'm not right. If you can read that, tell me I'm not right. Am I right? I think I'm fucking dead right on this. Right? I don't care how much you want to lick this guy's nuts, I'm telling you right now, or anybody's. That needed to happen. Then we find out later on that it was all bullshit. Right? I keep hearing from Trump's constituents. I got that one already. Trump bent over and took the deal. Oh, look at that. That's where my mind was. Kamala and POTUS was about a year after we dumped Assange. Stop staring at the teenager. Look at where my mind was. I think some of that was right. Printing money. Just before he left, he sent out $4 trillion printing money, right? Added to U.S. money supply by year. They're all part of this great reset. Yeah, I'm really concerned about that. What if we are being played, guys? Oh, fuck. Ten stages of genocide. Here it is, right here. Classification: people are divided into us and them. Symbolization: people are forced to identify themselves. Discrimination: people get to face systemic discrimination. 4, dehumanization: people equate with animals, vermin, or diseases. Organization: the government creates specific groups, military, police, to enforce the policies. UN, NATO's coming, the White Hats are coming, I'm telling you. The government broadcasts propaganda to turn the populace against the group. That's where we are here. Preparation of official action to relocate people. Persecution, beginning of murders, theft and property, trial, massacres, extermination, also in groups is to exterminate and not murder because people are not considered human. The government denies that it has committed any crime. Yeah. Is he going to do that? I mean, isn't anybody a little concerned? Anybody? Right? And then take the vaccine. Yeah, you tell everybody to take it. Here he is again. Everybody take it. Right? And there, you know, take it. Everybody take it. Right? I recommend you take that. Yep. Everybody take it. 10 new Freedom Cities. Oh, Freedom City. That's good. How about we just make the country free? How about we start there? I don't want a fucking Freedom City. What are you, crazy? And I've been posting this forever. I'm telling everybody, he needs to completely denounce the World Economic Forum. I just really am concerned about that. Yeah. Freedom Cities. That was scary. And then I put this. This I put a few months ago. But if you think they're real donors, one I would really say, then maybe you should step back and do a bit more research. By the way, I've been trying to get everyone to protest, if necessary, revolt, for a few years, but now, years now. I have. I've been trying to get people to fucking protest. I would think that this channel might be gone. Let's find out. We're going to go here and find out if this channel is still around, because this, I think, is from an older channel. Or maybe it's... Okay, now this is... This was January the 6th, 2021. And there's Anomaly. So I need to transfer recorded breaking in and out of radiation. I don't want... I'm subscribed to this. Yeah, I'm subscribed to it. Then I get his... Yeah. Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, he said he didn't give him that commendation. He said I didn't give him this commendation. During the Megyn Kelly, I didn't give it to him. Did you know about it? He just got it. Did you know? Were you aware of it? He could have said yes, or he could have said no. You know, if you guys want a leader that's going to do stuff for the people, you guys got to start fucking asking the hard questions. You know, I want to see him, you know, on with... I mean, if he even makes it to Tim Pool, that would be fucking cool. I want to see him on with... what's that guy's Peter from Valuetainment? I'd like to see him on with him for sure. He's got some good questions for him. I know that. But I want to see him not. I don't want to see him with mainstream media anymore. I really don't. You know, I mean, he's gonna. People want to see him on there, but I want to see him go with some people out there that, you know, have questions for him. You know, like everybody else is doing. Yeah, but this is right here. Anyway, and I pretty much went into a tangent there. Yeah, this is really interesting. Yeah, I have to. I mean, there's no other choice. There's really no other choice, because I do not want this country in the hands of fucking a demented Joe Biden anymore. And I do hope that Trump fucking makes it all the way. There's just no other choice. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You've got to make sure this guy is alive. It gets to there. Let's see what happens. If he turns on us, if he fucking doesn't draw out the snake, if he doesn't drain the swamp and he turns into a total fucking traitor, if he's a traitor, it's gonna cause, and it's gonna be fucked up. People are going to go, there's going to be a revolution. So this is the last chance. If he fucks it up, then this country's going to have a revolution. That's my opinion for sure. So let the guy who keeps saying he's going to save America. the people of America, right? I like this. Yeah, Moderna's Mary, Roger, Nancy Alpha blankety bank vaccine works better than they thought. I'm sure it does. That's oh, he owns Valuetainment. Peter and those guys on the Patrick on Valuetainment. I forgot Patrick's last name. Huh. Patrick Bet David. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I just think he's in that position now where I think he got fooled, he got played by Fauci and Briggs and all these, and they've sold him down the river. Yeah, I that's where I'm at. I mean, he's a fucking real estate agent. He doesn't know. I don't think he realized, and he says it all the time, and I still want to make sure that I can still see the big picture, but I have to remember who the guy is, and I have to kind of go back and look at where was he at when that changed, where all of a sudden they're bombarding him with information, because I don't think you can scare the guy. That's the big concern, and you have to definitely think that this guy, they're not trying to use the opposite of democracy by locking him up or fucking, laid claims and accusations galore, and, 91 charges, not charges, but, accusations, whatever. It just comes to that point where they're really scared. The problem is they don't have, maybe they have a little control or no control. Maybe they're just concerned that this guy's pissed off now. I think that's where they're at. I think they're at the point with, fuck, he knows we fucking screwed him over and sold him down the river on fucking COVID. We know we fucking sold him down the river on the shots. We know we fucking did this on, we did all this crap, and then we fucking totally stole that, and he figured it out. So now this guy's really pissed, and that fucking picture of that mugshot, he did that on purpose. He goes, I'm coming after you fuckers. That's what he's saying. You fucking played me. I get it. I fell for it. Golf clap to you. Golf clap to you. You made your putt. Good for you. But this is the fucking back nine. Right? And I've got a good fucking golf game. And I'm going to come fucking after all of you. That's why all these people want to leave the country. Tom Hanks wants to leave. Fucking Madonna wants to leave. Oprah wants to leave. The Rock wants to leave. Trump thought he was surrendering himself with people that knew what they were doing. But the business world is different from... Yeah, perfectly said. Absolutely. Absolutely. I fully agree with that, Moose. Fully agree. I've said this in the past. That was, I've said this in several shows. This is his freshman year. That was his freshman year of high school. His freshman and sophomore year, right? And then his junior year was just recently. Watching all the shit he's had. It's like he's been to high school twice, honestly. Right? In and out. He had the fucking homeschool class and he had the fucking actual class. But now this is his senior year of high school. He knows what the fuck's going on. And he's like, you know what? You fucking pieces of motherfucking shit. I am fucking gonna... And he's going through the motions and he's siding with this and doing that. But when it comes down to it, I'm still a little concerned about his yes men around him. You know, everybody's got him. Let's admit that. There's a lot of information and intel he still needs. But I think he's got enough information that I know, I'm hoping he'll reveal. But I believe that the information that he's going to lay out will destroy a party. That's it. So I'm telling people, oh, it's going to destroy the country if he releases all this information. We've heard that shit. Hey, Cheryl, I've been here for a while. Anyway, I was gonna turn off like a half hour ago. What is going, girl? Gosh darn it! I'll be on tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm gonna do one every day. I got time this week. Anyway, here's the thing. They will paint the picture that he. No, I'm Moose. I'm telling you, I'm tired. I've been sitting here, my butt's sore. I've been sitting here for a long time. Do you mind coming on tomorrow? I would love it. If I'll be on tomorrow about the same time. She'll say hello to Moose. He's new. He's with us. We're on board. I believe right now that he's going through the motions, doing things he does. I know there's a lot of people that want to protect him. If they're gonna take a shot at him, I'm telling you, they're gonna do everything they can. This guy's got to be careful. He needs to make sure he's got the quickest, fastest, most, and these guys, I see these guys looking at people's faces. I need them to watch hands in these big crowds. Nothing comes out of the eyeballs, okay? They teach you that in the fucking Secret Service. Well, I have sore butts tomorrow. Check my schedule. Yeah, no worries. I'll be on this week. But, yeah. What I'll do next time is, you can contact me. I mean, I'm easy to get a hold of on Facebook or Twitter. I mean, I don't hide from nothing. That's just me. People have their businesses and stuff like that. But I'm not out here, purposely trying to destroy something or anything like that. I'm trying to do what I believe is right for the American citizens, the 99.9% of Americans. That's who I care about. I care about my daughter. I care about my sons. I care about their kids. I care about my neighbors. I care about my community. I want everybody to have a process. I want stuff to be like the 70s, man. That's what I like. I want stuff to be like the 80s. Remember, the 80s were fucking badass, right? And we're getting in such a bad place with this AI and ChatGPT, and Elon Musk is about to put his first Neuralink in somebody's fucking head, and that's going to be great. And then all we need now is opposable thumbs for some fucking totally conscious AI that decides, you know what, I don't like you fucking organic human beings anymore. I think you're just in my way, and then the Borg fucking starts. Anyway, yeah, it's not a joke. Things are getting a little out of hand. And we need to slow this ship down. Okay, we need to just take a breath. Anyway, that's pretty much where I am. Aloha, everybody. I'll be on tomorrow night. You don't have to go back in 6 days, or you got 6 days? Are you off for the next 6 days? I have to go back to work in 6 days. Okay, so you're off for a week? Cheryl, I've been on every night from like 8 or 10 o'clock. Maybe, I think tonight was 10. Get your notification. If you want me to, just get in touch with me, guys. We want to come on. Tomorrow, I'm going to have open forum for sure. Tomorrow, open forum. But tonight, I was really pissed off. Okay. I get you. So, well, that's not. Tonight, I wanted to really get through this section 702 of this National Defense Authorization Act, extension of the Patriot Act, more fucking surveillance from the, the Federal Investigative Surveillance Association or whatever, right? FISA people, just bullshit. They extended that so they can. This is just getting so out of hand. And I really just need Trump to get in there and fucking fix it. But I don't. God, if one more year of these fucking Democrats, I'm telling you, there has to be something has to happen with Hunter. If we don't get fucking Hunter behind bars, connected with Biden, get this impeachment going like full, not just the accusation of an impeachment inquiry. We're talking full impeachment. Like you're out impeachment. There's impeachment like you've been impeached, but there's like full impeachment when you're fucking out of the office impeachment. Right? That's what we need. We need to go. We need this guy out. We need. Kamala's not going to step in, you know. She'll fucking probably off herself. She's such a. God, what a whack job that is. God, all of them just fucking nuts. Anyway, aloha. Thank you very much for being here. I'll send out the leaks beyond tomorrow, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm thinking. That was NSA and physics. No, I don't. No. Well, the Snowden thing was. He's basically just saying that they're doing the same thing that he warned of. That's it, basically, and they're doing it again, but more. And we're just giving, and the fucking Congress is just giving the green light to do it, and it's just out of control. It's just this whole thing is just fucking out of control. Buckle down for 2024, people. I am telling you, buckle the fuck down. If these fucking House Republican representatives don't get somebody fucking convicted of anything, we're fucked. Because nothing's happening. I mean, not we, conservatives or grand old party people, not RNC people. The people that are, God-fearing, family-loving, veterans like myself, in a sense, that are freaking totally, concerned about this country. We really need we need to make some phone calls. Like I keep saying, I know the number by heart, 202-224-3121. Ask for your congressman and say, hey, what the fuck? This can't happen. This Section 702 thing should not have fucking happened. I immediately tweeted. Matter of fact, I think I'll call tomorrow and say this 702 thing is just out of control. Aloha. Take care, guys. Thanks for being on. Thanks for paying attention. Take care. Bye-bye. Mahalo.